Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, today I will show you guys a fan pastry on here. Okay, so on here you guys can see this recipe. We have a 3 item for combination. First is a soft almond sponge. Okay, second will be a jelly, a strawberry lychee jelly, and the third will be a strawberry whipping ganache. So for the first, we are making for our butter. So this butter later I'm gonna to melt it. Second, we have a marzipan. Okay, for this marzipan, if you guys want, okay, you guys can making a homemade one. Normally marzipan will be doing is ground almond. Okay, you can any nut also can, a ground nut with a sugar syrup. Okay, you can, for normally we buy in this brand, we buy in the market, this is a 70-30. That means 70% this is a sugar, 30% is a nut. So for you making the homemade, you can make it 50-50, so you can reduce the sweetness. Okay, on here we have an egg yolk and we have a low protein flour. Okay, that means cake flour also. So first thing, we melting our butter first. And one more thing, for your marzipan, if your marzipan is too harder, you can soft inside the microwave. Okay, so after softer the marzipan, you can put it inside the mixing bowl. We are using a paddle on here. Using a low speed, okay, slowly to beat it. Okay, and one more thing is the eggs. Okay, you can choose a room temperature egg, it's okay for it. Slowly mix your eggs inside. Okay, when you guys get the eggs, make sure you guys when you pour, part by part. Okay, sometimes you can feel some lump, so make sure you guys stir, use a spatula, stir it well. For this soft almond sponge, you guys don't need to incorporate a lot of air inside, okay? Because for this, you quite baking quite long time also. Because this is contain a lot of the liquid content inside in this sponge. So after that, actually this sponge come out is quite moist. So if you guys want to see the close up, okay, for our YouTube channel, always like Monday, Wednesday and Friday, we'll come up the video for you guys. So in there, you can see the more nice quality video and they have a more close up of the video. So on here, you guys can check on here. It's mixed well with the marzipan with the eggs. Okay. On here, all the flour you guys can just put inside. Just mix well everything. Your flour, everything. Make sure your flour is sieve. And our melting butter. Okay. Everything just mix inside. Just mix everything together. After that, just mix well everything. Then you can stop already. You can just done. Okay. We don't beat too longer time because we'll create more gluten for the cake also. So on here we are getting our mold. So you guys, if you guys want easy to get the mixture inside your piping bag, you can get a jug for it. For this mold, I was using a 6 cm, a half sphere. Of course, you can use for the ring. If you don't have this mold, it's up to you. So on here, for the mold, just buy it 80%. Okay, after this done, remember in your recipe we still have a frozen strawberry inside. So for this frozen strawberry, okay, you guys can just you can put like 3, depend your volume, but be careful you don't put too much also. If you too much, the frozen strawberry will get too much of the moisture inside, your cake will be more difficult to dry, okay, to cook. So normally for this size, I will put 3 for this. For the recipe side, okay, you guys can go to our Facebook page for the APCA Malaysia. Okay, always we have a post the recipe inside our page. So for this recipe, okay, this cake I will bake it in 140 Celsius. Okay, for this cake because it's a lot of moisture, I will bake around 140 Celsius half hour. Okay, it will take quite long time to baking this cake. Okay, for the next recipe, we are using a strawberry lychee jelly. So on here, you can check on this recipe. We have a lychee puree inside, okay, and the strawberry puree inside. We have a gelatin, okay. Our gelatin here we are using 200 bloom. That's been gold, okay. So for this, I will times 5 of the water, And on here we have a sugar and a pectin, but our pectin is using enhanced pectin. It's not using yellow pectin. This in the pectin we have two types of the pectin. Okay, one is we call reusable, one is not reusable. Okay, not reusable, most is using like a glaze. Okay, like jam, your confit. Okay, which means this item after you make it, you cannot be remelt again. Okay, and hash pectin, that means for reusable, you can keep using like remelt. This texture will give you more thicker of your jelly. Won't be like too jelly, don't be too gummy. Because if always we are using a gelatin, okay, when it's a bit like too gummy, too elastic for the gelatin. Okay, so we are using for this. So on here, your strawberry lychee, we need to warm up for the puree on here. I will suggest for you guys, if you guys using the pectin, right, for you guys need to react the pectin is more nicer temperature in 45 Celsius. And for your pectin, you can mix with the sugar together. Okay. So after we warm up this, okay, if you don't have a thermometer, you can use your hand, just touch it. When you feel warm, then you can slowly to add your pectin and sugar together. So for this recipe, just bring it to boiling point. After boiling, you can put your gelatin inside. For small tips for you guys, if you guys add any gelatin, right, okay, I'll prefer for you the temperature is 100 below. Don't get your gelatin put inside to the mixture together boiling. Will reduce the strength and the power on for the gelatin. Okay, just one boiling. We'll put our gelatin inside to dissolve it. So stir well our gelatin. Make sure it's dissolved. So for this, I'm using for the 3 cm half sphere. So fill up. Okay, for this we need to freeze it. Okay, after freeze, then for us later for using for the piping with the cream chantilly. Okay, so for the next we're doing a whipping ganache. Okay, for the strawberry whipping ganache. On here you have a strawberry puree on here. You have a white chocolate. We have a glucose and a whipping cream. Okay, for this whipping cream, I also choosing a 35%. There's been a milk fat 35%. So for the strawberry puree, put inside. For our white chocolate, we'll put inside the jar because we need to blend it, emulsify. Okay, and later with the glucose, we also will put inside together. So now we will bring the strawberry puree to boiling point. For the glucose, okay, if you want easy to get removed out from your bowl, you can put inside the microwave, just soft a little bit. So we bring it to boiling point. After that, make sure for your whipping cream always with the chill temperature. So after that done, pour everything, all your strawberry puree inside the white chocolate. So stir it. Melt all the white chocolate inside. If some part of the white chocolate is didn't melt it properly, okay, you can put inside the microwave around like 20 seconds, 30 seconds to melt it back. So after that, you have a whipping cream, everything just pour inside together. Okay, so after everything stir well, we need to use a hand blender to blend it. So also slander a little bit when you put the hand blender inside. We don't create too much of the bubble. For here, I will suggest you guys using the hand blender. If you really don't have a hand blender, okay, you guys can using a fruit processor also, but don't using the fruit juice, it's different. This is very important because we need to emulsify properly. You have a lot of strawberry puree, or it's a liquid part, and you have a lot of the white chocolate. Okay, for this you have a liquid and a fat content inside. So if you didn't emulsify properly, it's difficult, easy to spread when later when you whip up your ganache or your whipping cream. So for this done, we'll put inside for the chiller. Okay, I will suggest you guys at least 8 hours for this. Okay, you can be overnight. Okay, and this item after you done, this whipping ganache after you done, you can keep inside for a chiller. Okay, for the 4 days. Okay. So on here, after done, we will prepare our sponge. Okay, the sponge we bake in today because this sponge will take quite long time, around like half hour for this. This keep. So the sponge, you guys can check it. Okay, just come out like this, a golden brown. So after that, I will trim a little bit from here. Okay, let him flat because later I will doing some garnishing on the top. Okay, for here I have some white gourmet glaze. Okay, for this gourmet glaze is quite easy to making. Okay, if you want, you can get a white chocolate. Okay, with the 10% of the vegetable oil. Okay, just everything just melt together. Someone will asking what is a white gourmet glaze. When you guys, I example for you guys, like when you're eating a Magnum, your Magnum also have a one of the chocolate shell. Okay, that dipping with the chocolate shell, that we call gourmet glaze because that have contain the vegetable oil inside. Okay, because if you're just using a normal chocolate to dipping, okay, you'll be cracking because the chocolate after crystallize he will shrink. After shrink, okay, he will cracking all the way. But if now you put the vegetable oil inside, okay, you can be the chocolate will become more stable after he crystallize. So for this, for the sponge on the white gourmet glaze here, dip it. So for the another side, I have some whipping cream. Just now we're making the whipping cream. This whipping ganache, okay, I chill for the 1 day already. So I will whip up. So you can see, for after you chill overnight, you're very flexible, very stable for this cream. For here, using the whisk. Just be careful because the cream is after warm, okay, and chill back. It's very a bit unstable. So when you whip, you need to more be careful because if you over whip, it's more easy to spread for this cream. Okay, you guys can check after just like that, then it's okay. So on another way, we will need to start to decor. So for this, I will using the nozzle, okay, the nozzle number 10, a bit like the Saint Honoré nozzle. This is most always we're using for the piping a rose. Okay. Ganache have a toothpick. Okay, for here I will using a bit special machine. Okay, for here of course you don't need to doing this in your home. Okay, this is just for you guys to know how for our academy. Okay, what we always be teaching for like for the classing, how we doing some technique inside our academy here. So on here, our strawberry jelly is already been freeze. So one more thing for this cup, I will get the chocolate disc. I will making a chocolate disc. On here, I will just pack a little bit cream for sticking. So actually this is a radio box for putting the CD. Of course you can do your own. You can buy another machine to replace this one. So on here we'll keep turning. We're using the cream to pipe. So I will put the chocolate disc on the bottom. It's more easy for me to remove. Okay, on here. So on here same. So after he set a whipping cream set, you can take out for the toothpick from here. So this is a kind of the one technique we will need to present for our petit gâteau. Okay, on here. Thank you. So here is before. I'm making this way. I still have one more small thing on the side. I will use some raspberry piece, okay, the crumble to cover it. So later I will cut the center, let you guys check the filling, check the insert. Of course, in your home, you don't need to do like this, like so difficult. You can using a ring, okay, just get the sponge and put the jelly inside and just pat on the top. So I will get some decoration with some rose. You guys can go to buy the rose, okay, but it's edible, okay, not all the rose you guys can using for the food part, okay. Some of the flower, you will make sure it's edible for using. Okay, I will put on here for the rose. And we have a raspberry on here. Okay, just like that. So on here, I will show you how to do cutting. I will suggest you guys after letting chill, let the whipped ganache after crystallize, then you guys cut, it will taste more nicer. Okay, you can check on here the filling. Okay, so today just like that. Okay, thank you for everyone. Okay, so if you guys want to check for the recipe, you can go to our Facebook page, okay, for the APCA Malaysia. And every time you guys can go to, if you need to rewatch again this video, you can go to the YouTube, okay, you can get for our channel APCA Malaysia also. Okay, please subscribe us. Okay, thank you very much.